I'm Nancy. I'm one of your Florida State representatives. Let's have fun.
Gotta get that stupid before it's that stupid.
Hey ladies, I'm Kristen DeLibra from LadyJeepers.com, and we are here today with Alicia, who's a part of LadyJeepers, and Nancy, our big 2021 member mega giveaway winner. So we are here in Tennessee, gonna get started for an incredible weekend of learning and fun. Nancy was our winner, so she actually is going to get behind the wheel of our LadyJeepers Jeeps, get to experience what different builds feel like, and I am ready to get started.
I'm really excited to be here. I can't wait for this to get going because we're going to have a lot of fun. Okay, now this is super cool.
Nancy chose Coppinger Cove, Tennessee as her destination location. We started off with the creek crossing. After a few hours of driving, we ended up at the Big Cave for lunch.
This is great. This is one of the best times of my life. My favorite part so far today is everything. I can't pick a Jeep which one I like best because the CJ and the YJ is pretty awesome. But I learned a lot about the JKU from Alicia. Probably the YJ.
That's not really Florida friendly though.
Sure it is.
Doesn't have the big horsepower for the mud bog. So you buy the YJ and then you gotta come all the way up here and trail ride it nice and slow.
Hey, in fairness, this thing is a mud bog champion.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
It won the mud race at Jeep Fest.
Now, how do we feel about air conditioning?
Hang on.
Just walked right through my shot.
My bad.
The air conditioning's nice in the JKU. This one, maybe because we're back here farther, this one was cooler than any of them.
Nancy chose the CJ as her first Jeep to drive for the day, and boy did she have a great time.
That's awesome! That was so neat to drive. Hey, I learned that you can hit rocks with the differential really hard.
I don't think you were supposed to learn that.
Well, I didn't know it was on the opposite side.
Right, so in that one it's back on the driver's side.
Okay, well that one's on that side, and I kind of hit it a couple times, and he's like, "It's okay, it's okay." I was like,
You're not gonna hurt it.
going through them rocks, I didn't think it was gonna. I didn't even stall it once. That was a good thing. I never stalled it.
It just cruises through.
We did.
Next up was the Beast, the big YJ. Nancy had a great time driving that one.
Okay, I stalled this one.
Need to hear 97.3, 99.3.
That was right at the end. Wasn't her
This
fault.
is
We
a
were talking
beast.
about the wheel
That's all there is
making
to it, a beast. Oh, it was great.
On the way out and over the gatekeeper, Nancy decided to try out Alicia's JKU.
Yay! Everybody ready for a good time?
noise. Day 2!
Nancy, you ready?
I've been ready. Before I even went to bed last night.
All right.
She woke up ready.
We're going to get this thing started. Let's go.
Day 2 started with Nancy in the YJ conquering the gatekeeper. The wide ford is a large water crossing, and I can confirm the water is brisk. The cove does not disappoint, and everyone loved doing this water crossing. Look, there's Nancy.
For Rainbow Falls, it's a lot of like what we did yesterday. There's an area we can stop and like climb, like a trail. We can do some big rocks. And then when we get over, are the ledges still underwater though?
Probably not.
Okay, we haven't. So last time I was here, the ledges were still underwater and you couldn't get to them, but we could go see them.
I'm ready. Let's go. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to her. Yeah. Don't let it go too fast on you.
Awesome. I'm like, splash it more.
The next stop in our travels was Rainbow Falls.
Yeah, you can feel the pulse. Comes out of the middle. Not coming off the top.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on those 3 rocks to finally get enough water pressure to push them. But I've also been waiting on that dead-ass pine tree for 7 years to fall. And there's a rope if you want to hike down to it, but there's probably snakes and stuff through there, so.
Not the right shoes.
Yeah, Crocs. Although you would think Crocs and snakes are in the same family. Reptilian. They might get along, might have a party down there. Like, the croc and the snake are playing.
After Rainbow Falls, we headed down to the Pocket. The Pocket is a series of ledges that are underneath water, and honestly, it's just a lot of fun to play. Nancy was having a great time in the YJ, conquering those ledges. The next stop was Boulder Field. And when we say boulders, we mean boulders. For this part, Nancy had no problem being passenger as Kristen navigated the YJ up and down Boulder Field.
Oh boy. That looks deep.
It is. This is some deep water.
We ended our day with another water crossing on the way to Three Hole Cave. It was a fantastic day and we were ready for dinner and sleep.
All right, we are on day 3. It is our final day in Tennessee for our mega giveaway event. I am so excited. We have spent 2 incredible days out on the trail. Nancy has gotten to get behind the wheel of multiple different vehicles for LadyJeepers.com. They are all so different, and it's been so exciting to get to see someone else behind the wheel of our vehicles, enjoying them and learning the difference between all the different build platforms. So Nancy, what has been your favorite part so far?
Everything. We got to climb rocks bigger than the Jeeps. The river is awesome to be able to drive down the river through the creek beds. The waterfall, 3-hole, everything has just been amazing out here. And the Jeep builds are totally different. So, you know, I just didn't understand the difference of all the Jeep builds until I got out here on the trail and rode in every one of them. And it's totally different than what I have.
So what has it been like? I know you have an automatic, and so I know our first 2 days everything has been manual. How has that been, jumping behind the wheel and shifting from an automatic to a manual?
It's totally different. These are actually easier for me because they just go when you put them in and you don't have to worry about the gas as much. I'm from Florida, so I have never been on this kind of terrain. I'm used to sand, totally sand, and it's really been an experience of a lifetime. Bonnie's been awesome with this. She has done all the filming, so I want to give her credit for everything. Alicia has been there right by our side. You know, my kids are with me, and they've actually learned more from this group than any other place they've ever been. I'd love for whoever wins next time, please come to it, because this is just awesome.
You know it. You love it. It's Kristen's Purple JKU, and it came out to join us on our last day of driving. For our final day on the trails, we started with the creek water crossing. We also climbed some rocks and got a little muddy. When we got to the wide ford, it had started to rain. So after we crossed it, we decided to take a short break. After the break, we did some swapping, which yielded some interesting results.
Yeah, but the battery's at 30%. They see me rolling. Please do not litter. There's water. We're getting rained on. It's like the windshield wipers do everything. At least I got this handy thing with the bikini top. Everybody's like, where'd that come from? I was like, well, you know, bikini top fits under the back seat. So when it starts raining in the middle of your trail ride, this bikini top stuff. Good bikini top stuff. Bonnie said do commentary because I can't figure out how to turn this off. So they went that way, and I'm gonna go this way.
For an epic end to an amazing weekend, Nancy drove Kristen's Purple JKU over the gatekeeper, and we headed back to camp. Many thanks to LadyJeepers.com for a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
We're getting ready to roll out after an awesome weekend. How cool was it?
This has been awesome.
And now
we'll be back.
Yeah, we will. And now we have a really long drive.
We got this.
Let's go.
That's good.